everybody, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Caleb.
And we're the Bearded Bible Brothers. Did you know that recently we got a chance to attend the National Religious Broadcasters Conference, and we had the opportunity to meet Israel's first responders, and we want to share with you their efforts in serving the nation of Israel.
That's right. You know, the Jewish people have had a tough past 3 years, ever since the invasion of Hamas on October 7th. And they've been fighting a seven-front war with Iran. And it's really affected civilian life with constant rocket attacks and even cluster bombs.
Magen David Adom is the red shield of David in Israel's national emergency medical disaster and ambulance blood bank service. That's a lot to say. What does it mean? Well, it may be shocking for you to know that this is not a government agency. It's actually a non-profit, and it is the only service mentioned by the Knesset to respond to emergencies. Now, this means that they rely on donations from people like you, Christians and Jews, to support their lives.
Now let's hear from the personal experiences of Shacham, who's the Deputy Director and Chief of Staff of Magen David Adom, as well as Yasmeen Mazzawai, who is a paramedic who goes into some of the life and death situations on a daily basis that Magen David Adom deal with. Here's their interviews now.
Like many in Magen David Adom, I started up at the age of 15. I was, each 10th grader in the state of Israel has to do a community service. So they told me, listen, you can go and help other kids do their homework. And I was saying, listen, I'm not doing my own homework. Why should I go and help others do their homework? And they said, listen, you can also volunteer for Magen David Adom. And I said, it sounds cool. Ambulances, sirens, going fast. So it sounds great, especially for a 15-year-old boy. But you know what? After like a month or 2 months, I just fell in love with the mission.
Wow.
When you see the face of a person who you just provided medical attention, provided comfort, or just help in any way, this is something that goes into your heart. And I knew that I want to continue doing this.
This is the 911 in Israel, 24 hours, 7 days a week, trying to be in every spot in the country in order to get to patients as fast as possible, because every minute matters. Unfortunately, we see lots of emergency cases that are very difficult to see. I'm talking about accidents, car accidents, emergencies with kids and young people, elderly people. Of the war, we were also on the forefront from south to north. Everything.
The war with Iran on June 2025 was something new. For 30 years, since Gulf War in 1991, Israel wasn't attacked with ballistic missiles. It's one thing when you have a rocket of several dozens of TNT falling in a neighborhood than having like 1,000-pound ballistic missiles. Each and every Israeli has to go into the shelter. Magen David Adom has to go out of the shelter. But you know what? They provide. Because they have compassion in their heart.
It's based on volunteers. 35,000 volunteers and in 350 employees, I guess. Like for every one employee, we have 10 volunteers.
We had to man the entire 2,000 ambulances. We had to make sure that we have enough equipment, that the teams are trained. So Magen David Adom was stressed to its limits. But this made us understand how much the support that we get from Christians in the States is important.
Y'all don't get any government funding for Magen David Adom? It's all from donations?
It's all from donations. Tools and the equipment we use cost a lot of money. The vehicles, the ambulances, motorcycles, and the cars that we use, they cost a lot of money. Medicines that we have.
If it wasn't for the Christian communities, we didn't have ambulances. We didn't have ambulance stations. We didn't have medical equipment or the ability to train not only our people, but communities around Israel.
Some people think, you give to ministries and stuff and that money never gets to them. It goes directly to y'all guys. It really helps.
Exactly. Samaritan Purse was generous, so generous to give us 42 ambulances.
Oh, wow.
Now, I just checked the numbers. Only the ambulances donated by Samaritan Purse and Harvest Fellowship, they saved the lives of 25,000 Israelis. 25,000 Israelis. Now, we are speaking about 25,000 injured and sick people. What about their families?
Yes.
Okay, so those ambulances directly influenced at least 100,000 people, if not more. What about generations to come?
Yes.
If somebody was saved in Beersheba or in Tel Aviv or in Haifa from a ballistic missile, thanks to an ambulance donated by Christians, think about generations to come that were saved thanks for somebody who is thousands of miles away just caring for Israelis and doing this.
And we work all together, Jews, Christians, Muslims, all together for one goal of saving lives. This is our mission at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You know, when we get to patients, we never ask about gender, race, color, background, religion, anything. We treat every patient, no matter who they are, just because they are humans.
And that should be, there shouldn't be politics, there shouldn't be the question of ethnicity when it comes to saving lives. It shouldn't be a question of, oh, can they pay for the services, or can we afford the equipment?
Never ask.
Because they're human, they deserve to be treated with dignity and respect.
And compassion.
And compassion.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you, Yasmeen, for all that you do. It's very sacrificial, and I know how traumatic it can be working day in and day out, seeing the kind of situations you see. It could scar people emotionally, it could make people grow callous, but you're just radiating with love and compassion, and it's just amazing.
The light of our Heavenly Father that
That's
I try all the time to spread, even in the emergency cases, and to my patients as well.
And I know you share that with them, and I know that's going to change their hearts, not just change their physical situation that they're dealing with.
Amen. Thank you.
When people in the States support Magen Adom, they actually support the resilience of Israelis. Because Magen Adom is the backbone of Israeli resilience. So it's not only supporting an organization, it's supporting Israel.
This is a call to action because we can directly help the Jewish people. We can directly help save lives by donating to a cause that is not political. It's not any kind of manipulation, or it's not pro-this or pro-that. It's just about human decency. And that's what you guys are about. How can we, or our viewers, get a hold of Magen Adom? How can they donate? How can they find out what y'all are doing?
So go now to savinglivesinisrael.org, savinglivesinisrael.org. Learn about the organization. Learn about the diversity of 35,000 Christians, Jews, and Muslims working together for the sacred mission of saving lives. See what the needs are and support as much as you can, because your support means everything to us. This is something that is beyond and above any grateful word that I can say here.